Hello everyone, this is Nick Beat, and again for another episode of nickbeathowl.com. That's N-I-K-B-E-A-T, howl.com, and we're also in conjunction with CIUT 89.5 FM, and welcome to the show again. And we have another featured performer of the Fascination Street series that Linda Mercer was hosting tonight. We're at the Smiling Buddha on College Street West in College Street West in Dovercourt, sorry. And we're here with Blake Satyr, and he is here to be interviewed. And he's cracking up too. What is this? Everybody's in such a good mood tonight. It's unbelievable. And yet we've heard all this poetry all night long.
Madness.
It's contrary to human nature. But anyway, Blake, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Great. Yeah.
Now you opened with very unusual. In other words, you set it up so that it was somebody else actually doing their poetry, the Mad Poet. Why did you have that kind of an opening?
The Mad Poet is something that I invented about 10 years ago as an alter ego, almost as an excuse to be doing some of the outrageous things that I would do on stage, and is actually stolen from Jean Cocteau. Jean Cocteau, when he was 17, he first started reading his poetry. They hailed him as the Mad Poet because he was so crazy on stage.
That's right.
So it kind of, inspired by that. But,
okay.
The Mad Poet kind of died for me a while ago, so I thought it'd be an interesting idea to make it seem like he was missing and then kill him on stage.
Okay, you used sound effects, that kind of thing for your show.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why do you feel the need to do that? It just augments the whole performance?
Geez, I don't know. That's a tough question. I go on stage. Performance art for me began about, like I said, about 10 years ago, and over the last couple of years, I've been concentrating a lot on filmmaking, and more like mainstream acting. And but then I ran into, I got something stuck on my arm. I ran into Mindy and Liz about a year ago, and they started to invite me. And I don't know. It's something where I try to include more of the senses. It's more about that, and trying to accentuate the words a little bit. But there's a theatrical element to it, and I guess I want to fool around with like silent periods, but at the same time bring in certain soundscapes that will accentuate maybe the feelings of what I'm trying to project.
Okay. Using those kind of pauses, and I know as a performer myself, can be problematical because people don't know. Maybe don't know, is this supposed to be there, and if it's too long, people think it's self-indulgent. You're a kamikaze. You did that tonight. You didn't worry about it. You didn't worry about you losing your audience, or did you? Do you have that worry in the back of your mind when you do that?
That's something I've always struggled with. It's true. Like when I first started, actually it's funny, the first poetry reading I ever did, you probably don't remember, but is when you had an open stage about it might have been 12 years ago at Indigo.
That's right.
And that was the first time I got on stage, and so it's interesting being with here tonight. But
yeah, that is. I did that with my girlfriend at the time, Sahara Sprocklin, and I had a...
That's right, yeah.
So you were there, oh my God.
Yeah.
How old were you, 5?
I think I was 22, 23 years old.
23?
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a stretch long time ago. So hope you're enjoying this show. We're just interviewing Blake Satyr. Just did a performance tonight for Fascination Street. Blake, I asked this question of Mindy, and I asked it of Liz. How supportive is your family of the choice that you're making?
Oh man, that's a book in itself. Not a poetry book. A Dostoevsky novel. But I think that everybody has their well, most artists will have some sort of at least semi-tortured story about how their parents or some family members don't accept what they do, but I don't know. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say at an early age that inspired me to, of course, do it more, because it's like, don't put your hand in the cookie jar. That's bad. So yeah, you're not going to make any money doing that. Well, I wanted to know, of course, why I'm not going to make money doing it, and be the person who's going to make money doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's what it is. It's sort of how you grow from, you know, it's that old line, you start out being an idealist, but then you move into being a realist, and those are your parents.
Yeah.
And they want their kids to make money, but they don't always get inspired by things that, you know, make money.
Does your family come out to any of your shows?
Just to keep it short, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand that my mom wouldn't come to anything I did. She wouldn't even come to my apartment. God bless your mom, wherever you
I always
are.
preferred strangers, anyways.
Yeah, it actually made me nervous. My ex-girlfriend, Lisa Hasnes, was gonna come out tonight, and it by chance she was working, but she's a huge supporter of mine. But it also makes me nervous. It also makes you want to sort of you know, be that much better, because you want to impress them. But that's not always that doesn't always work.
No, that's true. That's true. You said well, hopefully will make some money at this racket, so to speak. How about fame and the fame part of it? Are you interested in being famous doing this, or being famous at all?
Well, to go back, when I first started, doing performance art, it was I had just sort of been, you know, in the acting industry, and got out of film school, that kind of thing. And so it was either take acting seriously, which I was very cynical about because of just the way the industry works, you know, or do something on my own. And so I came up with this idea for what I would want to do on stage. And I think when I first started out, it was, I knew it was a little bit different than what you would go see at the Tarragon Theatre.
Oh yeah.
And but I thought, you know, whatever's great, if it's great, then people will flock to it. So I think in the beginning it was, I had this idealistic view of, you know, 1 million people flocking into, you know, Exhibition Stadium or something to see what I do. But I think now it's, I don't know why I do it. It's, you know, you just wake up in the morning and you know you have to do it. Yeah, it's a little overproduced. But,
this is Nick Beat, and we are just in the last few minutes of our interview with Blake Satyr. He just performed tonight at the Smiling Buddha. Hope you're, you know, out there and enjoying the show. It's the Howl show, nickbeathowl.com, in conjunction with CIUT. And hope you're enjoying our last few minutes with Blake. Blake, do you have anything you could perform for us within a minute or something?
Okay. In a moment of confusion and grace, the world shall turn in on itself and show its true face, without pretense or desire to be mentioned in your dire corroding inventions. How pretentious was that?
That was not bad at all. We're still at the Smiling Buddha, as you can hear from the audience is still left here, but thank you very much, Blake, very much, man.
Yep. Pleasure.
Very good to have Blake Satyr on the show. We'll have him again very soon. This is Nick Beat, signing off once again. I hope you enjoyed another edition of nickbeathowl.com in conjunction with CIUT. Enjoy. Have a good summer. We'll be back with more acts and poets for nickbeathowl.com.